All right, guys, times are coming. The R word is here. You're seeing it. You're seeing the layoffs, and that R word, I'm talking about recession. It's not going to be good. It's going to be pretty nasty for a little bit here, and I just want to help you guys have the resources to get through this. So let's get right into it. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm Steve, welcome. And I'm here to teach you the basics just to get yourself ahead of life, and so you're not running in that rat race of that 9 to 5 and just being stuck. That's the last thing I want for you guys, is to be stuck. So we are looking at what's going on right now with the economy, the recession that's coming, the layoffs that you're seeing them all over the place. And I just gotta say, don't sweat it too much. I mean, obviously if you're in one of those or you just got laid off, yes, it sucks, but there are still plenty of jobs out there right now. It's just a matter of what you're willing to do for it. One of the things that's kind of really scary to me, I look at it, I see it all the time, I talk to the wife about it, is the Chat CPT or whatever, all the AI stuff. This stuff is gnarly, it's insane, and it just makes me wonder how many jobs are we gonna be out of just because of this new technology. It's kind of scary, it's exciting, and it's weird, it's something new, and I don't think it's going away. But that's a whole nother video. So right now, with everything that's going on, if you are seeing these layoffs, if you're just kind of uncertain about everything, the only thing I can say is do what you can to get out of the debt that you're in, and that way you're not just completely strapped, tied down, and penny pinching everything just to pay the bills every week. If this means that you have to go out and get another job, absolutely do so. But for the most part, right now, what I want you to go do is start going through all your bills and figure out where your money's going. That's the first thing you need to do before you can even do anything to try and get ahead. If you don't know where your money's going, you're not gonna be able to get ahead. That's all there is to it. So figure out what subscriptions you have, which ones you can get rid of, and start getting rid of those ones. The next thing I want you to do is go through and figure out what credit cards you have. What's the limit on it? What's the balance on it? What's the interest rate on it? And start paying these down. Now, some of these, yes, you are gonna be paying the minimum. Some of them you're gonna be paying a little bit more, but I want you to figure out which ones you can attack and really start going after that. So what's gonna happen here is it's gonna be that snowball effect, or you can do the avalanche effect, whatever you need to do. Just make sure you stick with one way of doing it and make it happen. The avalanche effect is basically pick your highest balance and start paying that one down, so that way you can start paying more and more on the other ones later on. The snowball effect is basically picking your lowest balance, start picking away at that, pay the minimum on the other ones, put extra money towards the lowest one, and then you can start snowballing to where that payment gets bigger and bigger for the bigger and bigger debts that you have. So either way, they both work. It's just a matter of figuring out what works best for you and your budget. So you need to figure out how much you're actually spending, what you can cut, and where you can throw extra money at, what bills you can throw extra money at to help yourself get ahead. I promise it's gonna suck. Well, I don't want to promise it's gonna suck, but it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, but I promise in the long run, it'll be huge for you. You're gonna have that weight lifted off your shoulders and just kind of a clear mind, be able to sleep a little bit better at night. You know, if you got kids, that ain't gonna happen, but you'll be able to sleep a little bit better at night just knowing that you don't have to stress over these bills that are constantly nagging in the back of your head that you just don't want to get into. So go through and figure out what you can get rid of, and definitely put that money towards something else that you need to. If you're not making enough, if you're looking at it and the budget just says, hey, I can't throw extra money at it, I hate to say it, you're gonna have to go out and hustle. You're gonna have to find a side gig, something to get you some extra money. Whether you're delivering pizzas, you're delivering Uber Eats, you're driving for Uber, Lyft, whatever you need to do, make it happen and start paying off those bills. Some things that you see, I mean, people may tell you to get into YouTube. It'll take a little bit of time, so if you're looking for cash up front, I would hold off on that route, but there are things that you can do. I mean, if you get videos out and you have a product to sell, who knows, maybe that's a way to get extra revenue for yourself. But figure out what you can do on the side to get you a little bit extra cash. If it's doing sales for somebody, if it's, like I said, running Uber Eats, Lyft, anything like that, just do something to help yourself get ahead in life. Once again, I know it's going to suck. It's going to be monotonous for a little bit. You're going to be working a lot, but this will help out in the long run. It'll feel like you're accomplishing something, and I promise you this weight will be lifted off your shoulders. And then once you start seeing this, make sure that you get to that point where you get these debts paid down, get some money in the bank, and don't go out and spend it right away. A lot of times what happens is you see these people get out of debt, and they're like, hey, we got a couple thousand, we got a couple hundred in the bank. Let's go spend it. Let's go splurge a little bit. Let's go treat ourselves. Yes, I get it. Treat yourselves. But Don't treat yourself in a way that's gonna go and blow your whole nest egg on one day. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want to have happen to you guys. So make sure you guys are smart about this. It's all gonna be a mindset game. Stick with it, and I promise you, you guys will get ahead. If you guys need anything at all, by all means, check out the links below. There's ways to get a hold of me. I can help you guys be that coach, that financial coach, whatever you guys need. But do what you got to do and get out of that rat race. Hopefully this all helped out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.